I've done so many different things, and it just wasn't a success because it wasn't aligned with my purpose. And it wasn't until I did what I'm going to teach you in this live stream that I was able to discover my purpose and create a business, profitable business, and resign from my 9 to 5 in less than 9 months. Okay. And so the very first thing you want to do is assess yourself. That's number one, assess yourself. And so the steps that you're going to do this is number one, you want to look for your passions. What are your passions? What are the things that light you up? What are the things that you love to talk about, that you love to do? What are the things that just excite you, that you can do all day, that people are tired of you talking about? You can talk about it all day. It's just things that you're so passionate about. It's the stuff that you love to do. And your passion could also be something that pisses you off. Oftentimes, when there's oftentimes, like if there's a problem that you see in the world and it irks you and it provokes your spirit, it's because it's a problem that you're destined to solve. So two people can walk into the room and two people can see the same thing and it really ticks you off, but the other person doesn't even care about it. The reason why it's irking your spirit is because you are called to solve that problem. And so whatever you're passionate about, I want you to really take some time and write that down. And so uh, you're going to get a piece of paper and you're going to put a line down the middle. And then you're going on one side, you're going to say, okay, what are the 10 things that I'm passionate about? And then on the other side is where you're going to jump into your proficiencies, 10 things that you're really good at doing. And so on the next side, you want to really assess what are the things that you're really good at, right? You know the things you're passionate about, right? So now it's like, okay, what are you really good at? Are you good at writing? Are you good at dancing? Are you good at art? Are you good at budgeting? Are you good? Like, what are you really good at? Like, people will oftentimes point that out. They're always just like pointing out what it is that you're good at. And the thing about it is your gifts, your talents, your skills, oftentimes you don't even realize that you have them because they're so innate to you. They're a part of who you are. They're a part of your nature. You're so close to them. So they don't even seem special to you, but they are. They're so special, but you overlook them because it comes easy to you. But because it comes easy to you doesn't necessarily mean that it's easy for someone else. And so these are your gifts. These are your talents. These are your proficiencies. It's the things that you're just naturally gifted at, naturally good at. And your proficiencies can also be skills that you've acquired through your career, skills that you've acquired through life, through your education. So those are what your proficiencies are. So you're going to take what you're passionate about along with your proficiencies, right? And the next thing I want you to analyze is a painful time in your past. What has been some sort of a painful experience, a pivotal shift in your life experience that you can now say, oh, you know what? God put me through this painful situation so that I can birth purpose through it. It's oftentimes the very thing that was painful in your life that births purpose because God did not allow you to go through it just for yourself. He's allowed you to go through this pivotal shift or painful experience in your life so that you can now reach back and help someone else. And this is how you're able to even start to brainstorm business ideas, purpose-driven business ideas. It's thinking of your past experiences that were painful, that you've been able to triumph over. And so a trial in your life that you've been able to triumph over, you're then going to create a trail for someone else. And this is what I call my treasure trail framework that I walk my clients through inside of my offer, right? So the women that have been called to coach, for me to help them and guide them to create their signature offer, I walk and guide them through my treasure trail framework. And we do this work inside of my coaching community. And so you want to really look and assess what are the 10 things I'm really passionate about, things that light me up, light my soul on fire. I'm just so fired up when I talk about it. The things that you're just naturally gifted and talented in, your proficiencies, and a pivotal time, a pivotal shift. Maybe you were in $20,000 in debt and you were able to pay off debt. Maybe you were 50 pounds overweight and you were able to lose those 50 pounds in a unique manner, right? You did it maybe through dancing. And so it's really just combining these things, these three factors. And that's what's going to allow you to discover your purpose. And so when you combine your passion, your proficiencies, and your past pain, this is what equates to your purpose. You will absolutely discover your purpose. When I first started my coaching business, like I shared, I this was the very work that I help my clients to do: discover their purpose, and then I was like helping them to create a business in alignment with their purpose. And so I'm very proficient in this. This is what helped me. So everything that I teach is what I've actually lived through and what's helped me. And so I've combined my years of experience and put it into a program to help others, help guide others. And this is what I help others to do as well. And so after analyze, right? So the first step, analyze yourself. The second thing you're going to do is, I'm sorry, assess yourself. The second thing you're going to do is analyze your avatar. And so your avatar is who you're serve, right? Your clients, your dream client, your best clients. I call them my best clients. And so you want to analyze who your avatar is. And so you're going to look and analyze what are their pains? What are their pain points? Hint, hint, it's what you've gone through. It's your past pain points. And so this is why you can speak to it. You can speak to it so profoundly because you've lived through it. And so you want to assess, like, okay, what are their pain points? You can list 5 to 10 pain points that they're currently having. And then you're going to analyze what would be their deep pleasure? What would give them the most pleasure in their life right now? What would their triumph look like? So their pain is their trial that they're currently going through, and their deep pleasure would be the triumph, them overcoming this trial, right? So what would their deep pleasures be? What do they want to experience? Right? So I know my clients, they want to be full-time in their coaching businesses. They want to be present with their children. That was a huge desire of mine. I hated leaving my children for hours on end. It would be 13 hours, multiple days a week. I was leaving my children behind to go into a job that, and I just felt like I just did not want to be confined to a time clock. And I know that's exactly what my clients are feeling now. They don't want to be confined to a time clock. They want to live life on their own terms. They want to have a life of freedom. They don't want any financial cap. They want to be able to get paid not from their time, but from their creativity. They want to just be able to, like, just experience life on their own time, have a life of freedom. That's what I desired, and I'm able to live that today. And I'm so grateful for it. And I'm so glad that I'm able to help other women do the same. And so you can speak to whatever your past pains were and what the pleasure is because you've gone through it. And so when you combine their pain, their deep pain, and their deep pleasure, this is where the problem is. It's right in the center of there, right? The problem is literally in the center of where they are and where they want to be. They're currently in hell. They want to be over in heaven. They're currently in the middle of their trial. They want to triumph over it. And so in the middle of that is their problem. And your business is designed to solve a problem. So then the third step is where you advance your offer, right? You advance your offer. This is where you're creating your offer, right? And when you take your purpose, their problem, this is what's going to equal up to your purpose led business.